As the case of Shanquella Robinson continues to gain traction in the news and online, there are so many rumors, speculations, theories, unanswered questions, and some confusion. Well, hopefully this article posted by the Charlotte Observer releasing information from the police report will help clear up some questions about what happened in the hotel room when Shanquella needed medical attention.
Police report excerpt in Shanquella Robinson's death. Doctor tried to revive her. Information from a police report says Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo, Mexico. The report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that said she died within 15 minutes of being injured. Instead, a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced dead. The Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts from a police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. The information was provided to the Observer by Gerardo Zuniga, an investigative reporter who works in Los Cabos for Metrópoli MX, and details were first reported by Metrópoli MX on Monday. Robinson is a Charlotte native who traveled to Cabo on October 28. She died a day later. Notably, the police information reported by and provided from Metrópoli MX does not mention obvious signs of Robinson's physical injuries, which family members have said existed on her body prior to her burial. Grave injuries to her back and neck were determined to be the cause of death after an autopsy by officials in Mexico. The police report says she also suffered cardiac arrest. Shanquella Robinson Police Report. The information from the police report shows that at 2:13 p.m. on October 29, medical help was summoned to Villa Linda 32, a property run by company Cabo Villas, located in San Jose del Cabo. Around an hour later, Dr. Karolina Beatriz Ornelas Gutierrez, of the American Medical Center, a local hospital, arrived to treat Robinson, according to report excerpts. House calls to vacation rentals for routine non-emergency medical services are common in tourist hubs in Mexico. The Observer confirmed with American Medical Center on Monday that Gutierrez is employed there. The hospital did not respond to requests for the medical and autopsy reports. It is unclear in the police report excerpt who called for medical help, but the reporting person is listed as Wenner Donovan, of Greensboro. Donovan is one of 6 people identified by family, friends and media sources as a person Robinson was traveling with. Donovan could not be reached to comment and her phone number listed on the police report excerpt had been disconnected. The police report excerpt is in Spanish. According to a Charlotte Observer staff translation of the document, Dr. Gutierrez says she was told Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol and the medical call was for Robinson to be given in 4.
The last sentence you just heard is written as, according to a Charlotte Observer staff translation of the document, Dr. Gutierrez says she was told Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol and the medical call was for Robinson to be given an IV. The voice on this audio is translating as Roman numerals instead of IV.
The police record indicates Gutierrez found a female, understood in the report to be Robinson, with stable vital signs but dehydrated, unable to communicate verbally and appearing to be inebriated. The doctor reported that she believed Robinson needed to be transferred to a hospital but her friends insisted that she be treated in the villa. Dr. Gutierrez attempted in 4 but was unsuccessful, according to the report excerpt. It's unclear what medication was in the 4th. The information from police says the doctor was there for close to an hour when Robinson began having a seizure. The convulsions from the seizure lasted less than a minute, according to the report. At this point the patient's friend, named Wenner Donovan, called 911 to request an ambulance, according to the Observer's Spanish to English translation of the report. This was around 4:20 p.m. In the meantime, the patient presented with difficulty breathing and a lowered pulse, and they gave her rescue breaths. The doctor, along with a friend, began administering CPR at 4:49 p.m. when Gutierrez detected Robinson had stopped having a pulse. Police arrived and talked with the doctor who was treating Robinson at 5:25 p.m. It's not clear from the information in the police report exactly what time an ambulance arrived from the 911 call. The report information indicates paramedics administered a total of 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline and 6 discharges, AED shocks, without success. Unable to revive Robinson, Gutierrez declared her dead at 5:57 p.m., according to the report excerpt. The police report information lists deceased person, cardiopulmonary arrest, as the reason police were called.
Once again, the audio voice in this article said a Roman numeral instead of IV, so I will read that portion to you again for a full understanding. Quote, "The doctor reported that she believed Robinson needed to be transferred to a hospital, but her friends insisted that she be treated in the villa. Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV, but was unsuccessful, according to the report excerpt. It's unclear what medication was in the IV," end quote.
Now to that murder mystery in Mexico. A Charlotte family is in pieces because this woman, Shanquella Robinson, didn't come home from a tropical vacation with friends. She went to Cabo last month with 6 other people. Investigators then found her dead in a hotel room. Channel 9's Gina Esposito is live in our newsroom with what Channel 9 has been able to uncover. Good morning, Gina.
Yeah, good morning, Dinesh. Overnight we have learned that the U.S. State Department is pressuring Mexican authorities for answers. It is also providing assistance to Shanquella Robinson's family. We also found out that Mexican officials have launched a femicide investigation. An expert on femicide in the Cabo region of Mexico says when a woman is killed in Mexico, authorities are often required to open the investigation as a femicide. From there, they look into whether she was killed for reasons due to her gender or if there were specific elements involved, like leaving the body exposed or domestic violence. Essentially, gender causes for violence have to be ruled out before you classify it as a homicide. That expert says attention on this case could help get it closed. That's one thing Robinson's parents have been pushing for.
It's just a hurting feeling, man. My heart, I got a hole in my heart. I mean, I can't even be a granddaddy. Can't even walk her down the aisle.
That it is an American, though, means that there will be additional pressure on the Mexican government and the state government to resolve the case. And I think that will likely lead to a resolution.
For days, Channel 9 has been trying to get in contact with the other people on that trip, but so far we haven't had any luck. We did find out that CMPD officers went to the home of one of those travelers to investigate threats. No one was arrested there. So far, no one has been charged with a crime in Robinson's case. Live in the newsroom, I'm Gina Esposito, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
At least we're seeing progress and hopefully get some answers for her family. Thank you, Gina.
So when this story started gaining a lot of traction, people were wondering why Mexican authorities were focusing on investigating whether this was a femicide case. And the reason is because, unfortunately, that type of crime is so common in Mexico that they needed to place a high priority on addressing that classification as they moved forward with the case. This makes me wonder if the rumor that the first attacker, shown in the video of Shanquella Robinson being brutally beaten, was a trans woman is because femicide refers to a male attacking a woman. I'm not sure if that is where the rumor started, but some people did add on to that story and reported it as factual. As this story continues to update, I will do my best to keep you informed on what's happening with Shanquella's case and what happens to the Cabo 6, as the quote-unquote friends of Shanquella are being referred to by the general public now. Some may ask, why is everybody and their mother reporting on this case? My answer to that is, if this was one of my family members, I would feel comforted by the concern, the attention to the mysterious death of my loved one, and the reports. Bloopers. There are so many rumors, specifications. Nope. Well, hopefully this article excuse me.